I'm Bo with Cervara, and today we're going to be showing you a demonstration on how to use the ultralight B-Pullin hoist. So a quick explanation on what the system consists of is you have two aluminum bodies. So you have the top and the bottom, and each one has a bolt through the center with 4 wheel bearings on each one. And what it is an 8-to-1 pulley system, and you're utilizing mechanical advantage to hoist what you're wanting to hoist. So basically, if you're hoisting 200 pounds, you only have to pull about 25 to lift your load off the ground. So the system is 12 ounces, under a pound. It's small enough to fit in the palm of your hand. So when you first go to use your pulley system, you need to establish an anchor, and you need to find preferably a tree branch that's thick enough and strong enough to hold a load. To use the anchor, you need to have another separate rope. I like to use a thinner cord with a higher weight rating just because it's light. You want to keep your pack light. Okay, once you have your branch or your high point established, what you're going to use to hold the load, you're going to take your cord that you have that you're going to use for the anchor, and you're going to find a stick, a rock, or anything that's slightly heavy, and you're going to take the end of your cord here. I just tie a simple overhand knot and create a little cinch loop there, and I'll put my stick in that, cinch it down tight, and then now you're ready to throw this over your anchor point up there, and then ideally your rope is going to follow the thing you threw over the branch. Okay, after you throw your stick, your rock, whatever it is, and you get your anchor line established, what you're going to do, toss that, untie your little knot that you made, and you're going to grab the top end of your pulley system. And if you don't have a carabiner, if you're an ounce counter and you want to save weight, you can just tie a loop into the top of it. I like to do a simple bowline knot. Snap bowline, that's my favorite. And you gotta say snap, otherwise it's not a snap bowline. Now that you have your pulley system attached to your anchor rope, what you're going to do is you're going to pull your anchor rope to get the top portion of the pulley as high as you can get it, or to where you want it. What you're going to do is you're going to raise the top piece as high as you can, or to wherever you want it. I'm going to hold my anchor line with one hand, and I'm going to guide my tag line and hold the bottom pulley at the same time. I'm going to pull on the bottom pulley, and it comes undone just like that. Then I'm going to pull my anchor line again, raise that top pulley up, pull with my left hand, pull the bottom pulley down, and do it until you get that top pulley as high as you want it. And we're just going to go all the way up for this scenario. Okay, now that you have your top pulley all the way to the top where you want it to be, you're going to have to secure your anchor. And the way I like to do that is I just tie off my anchor just to the tree that I'm using, and I like to just find a good branch to tie it off onto. And I'll just wrap it several times, and then I'll take it and I'll do a couple half hitches. And we'll do 3 for good luck. And you should be good there. For demonstration purposes, we have a couple 50-pound bags of concrete. Unfortunately, we don't have a giant dead bull with us right now, so we'll be hoisting these in place of an elk quarter. So then here, what you want to do is you want to make sure when you're securing your load to the bottom pulley, you want to make sure it's in the center. You don't want it off to the side like that, because then it'll cant the pulley and it could get jammed up. We don't want that. So just all you gotta do is make sure it's in the center. So we have our 2 simulated elk quarters here. I'll take the top of the bag and I like to twist it, like that. I'll put a stick around it like that. We'll try to do 2 here. Do the same thing with this one. Get that out. Then we'll take that cinch loop we talked about earlier, wrap it around. Now that I got it attached, we want to put some tension on our pulley system with one hand, and then the other hand you're going to pull down on the tag line. Start raising it up. So now we're ready to raise. And I just like to do hand over hand. And we have 100 pounds here. And it's pretty easy. I can just pull it with one hand. Don't really have to grip the rope that hard. It goes right up. Just like that. Hand over hand. So now that you got your load as high as you want it, all you got to do is tie off your tag end of the pulley system. And the way I like to do that, we'll do the same thing that we did with the anchor. So take it over to your branch, wrap it around several times. Use your discretion on how many times. It's kind of up to you on how you want to tie this off. I'll do a clove hitch sometimes. A lot of times I'll do a few half hitches and a clove hitch, just whatever you think's necessary. Boom. So when you're ready to lower it, all you got to do is just like when you're raising it, just do hand over hand or hand under hand. So after you are all done and you want to bring the pulley system back down from the tree, what you're going to do is you're going to want to, I like to stand on the anchor rope after I detached it from the tree to keep tension on the pulley system, because if you just let it free hang and pull, it'll get bound up. So you just keep tension on it like this. And what I'll do is I'll just pull the tag line down, and you can see that it slowly closes the gap there. And then once I start getting up out of reach, I'll lower the top pulley by letting go of the anchor line. That brings it back down, and then I can sort of reset again and then just start pulling the tag line again. Alright, so as you can see, we're all done here. We have our meat hanging up in the tree, and make sure you go and practice with it and use it at home before you use it in the field. Get familiar with it. You know, if you buy a new tent, you're probably going to set it up before you go out in the field. This is the same thing, just practice with it. And I think it goes without saying, don't stand underneath it. You never know, you might have a bad branch. You're in the backcountry, it's dangerous. Just use your brain, use your head. All right, be safe out there, fill that tag.